Hi, everybody. This is Merle M. Singer, the Relationship Miracle Worker. How are you? Okay, so it's Facebook Live. This is Merle's Pearls. And I've been married over 50 years to the same guy. Amazing, right? It is amazing. We both take credit. And we're both imperfect spouses. But we've managed over 50 years to be happy. So I have, if I'm an expert on, hello from New Orleans, how great. We'll be in Texas in a couple of weeks, so maybe you could come there. Check me out on Facebook Live and or on Facebook and see the advertisement. I can't think of it right now. So the topic for tonight is, and I'm going to talk a lot about it, and that's a joke because the topic is silence is golden. You know, I think it's probably true, certainly of women, that we feel like nobody listens to us lots of times, that sometimes we feel like we're second-class citizens because sometimes we're second-class citizens. And so we make sure to let people know what we think, which is not a bad thing, actually. However, that doesn't mean it's always a good thing. For instance, okay, so I drive, surprise, and I like to drive, and so I'm driving, and there's an intersection, and somebody's in front of me, and we're both stopped. It's a red light, and it turns green, and that bugger is not moving. Right? He's just not, well, you know he's texting, so beep, 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 beep. And then just as you're really getting going with the beeping, there's a little old lady that's crossing the street in front of this guy. And he is patiently waiting for this pedestrian to get to the sidewalk so he can go. And you feel like an idiot. I didn't even say anything, but of course I said something with my horn, and that's when oh yes, that's what they mean by silence is golden. Because sometimes we assume not only do we know what's going on, but we know why. We know why he said that. We know why he didn't come home. We know why, all kinds of things. At the workplace, we absolutely know why the boss is brainless and his favorite employee is more brainless, and we're the ones that know everything and they should listen to us. And that's when silence is golden. Because sometimes what we know isn't what we know. Maybe what we know, it just may have nothing to do with reality. So that's my biggest, that's, I have to tell you, my computer is, okay. Modern technology. So are there any comment? I see you are watching and you're listening, and some agree. Or do you have any stories that come to mind for you, or examples of when it's a good thing you kept your mouth shut? Like, and that's why you're still working there? Because you managed to keep your mouth shut. It's not just that you keep your mouth shut, really. What's really I think important is that what you find out is that you misjudged the situation, and that something else was going on, that maybe it was going on but it wasn't the way you thought it was. It's like a lot of times people give you attitude and a hard time, and then you find out that their partner is very sick, or their kid had a real problem in school, or they have stuff on their mind besides being nice in the workplace, or and sometimes it's your partner had problem in the workplace and they're bringing it home. Of course, we're not supposed to bring home what upsets us at the workplace, and of course we're not supposed to take to the workplace what's going on at home. But hey, last I looked, we're all human. So that's my big takeaway is silence is golden. Don't and the other side of that is not, don't presume that you know everything that's going on. Look, I mean, when you think about it, the police have a whole department of people that figure out crimes when, of course, you know exactly who did it, and you even know why they did it. But turns out that sometimes we don't know what we think we know. So it's good not to make assumptions, and in the meantime, while we're figuring it out, just to keep our mouth shut. That's probably brilliant. I know if you have children, that's what you tell your kids to do at school is, yes, I know the teacher's whatever, favoring somebody else, but just keep your mouth shut. Well, and that's what we do at work, is just keep our mouth shut. Silence is golden. I just want you to make note of how many times you were glad you kept your mouth shut because, oops, there's that little old lady walking in front of that car in front of us. You know that happens lots of times. So that's my quickie on that. I did want to, I want to tell you something that it may not be for you, but maybe it is, because my partner, Patty Negri, and I are putting on a workshop called Single, Successful, and Seeking. You probably, if you've looked at my Facebook page, you've seen it advertised. And Single, Successful, and Seeking is for women who are working or whatever, they're single, and they're feeling good about their life is good, they're happy, things are moving along, but things are going so good that, gee, it would be nice to share it with somebody. But I don't know if you can relate to this or not. This may be true of you, or it may not be. But you know, there are a lot of women that have great control when at their job, at their career, and they're entrepreneurs, or they're moving forward in the workplace, or they're kind of chill and have an easy job that they have a good time with. But then when it comes to talking to somebody, it's not a problem of talking to men or women or whatever your interest is. It's a matter of talking to men or women or whatever you're interested in. And then it's much more awkward, and you're not exactly sure what to do and exactly how to feel. Well, if that relates to you, then good. If not, even gooder. Or if you know somebody that relates to, then go to my website, or go to my Facebook page, Merle M. Singer, or Merle Singer. I got them both. And sign up, or message me and ask me any questions that you want. So other than that, I don't see any comments about silence is golden. You know why? Because you know that sometimes it's a good idea to just not say anything. I will see you next Monday at 8 o'clock. Don't forget, I have my Single Successful and Seeking here, but do get my book, Cracking the Relationship Code, The Key to Happy Relationships at Work and at Home. And have a great week, everybody. And let me know any questions you have, any comments you have. Just message me. Have a great weekend. Silence is golden, but get out there and say things that are so true also. Take care. Bye-bye.